Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XRL, and this is round number 3 from X2, Bahrain. Should have a 13 car grid, 2 people no show at the moment, nobody has qualifying bans, so it is straightforward. Should be dry around here. I think I've only ever seen it rain here once. Just waiting for the guys to get into the lobbies and pick their tyres. Strat around here is a medium hard or a hard medium. The Strat 2-stop is an option as well, which is a medium soft. But it is about 22 seconds slower. I should be joined by Shikari in a bit as well, so we should have 2 commentators. We'll run down the standings and everything in the 5-minute break between qualifying and the race. We're doing short qualifying because we've got under 13 cars. Right then, here we go then. Looks like the first car out going to be out on track is a Mercedes, which will probably be this car. No, it's not. It's Mercy. Yeah, so we've got some new drivers in here. We've got Mercy's new driver. Lopez makes his return as well to a XRL race. And you've got full-time drivers of Jeff, Walsh, BTEC, Low, Fradders, Gemini, Irons, Flavor, Boothie, and Cully Boy. Reserves are Wayne, Lopez, and No Mercy. In pole time around here, probably for X2, would probably be around about a low 29. Mid to low 29, I would have thought. So Booby that's at the first lap time, going through the final sector. I'm going into the final sector now, it's the final sector. Oh, he's royally messed up the last final corner. That's going to cost him about a half a second minimum. It's going to be a mid 30 now, yeah, mid 30, 30.6. I see with a 30.9 goes P2. Ferrari of Gemini is right across the line. It's going to be a 30 as well. Yeah, 30 flat, pole position at the moment for Gemini. Cooley's next car to come across the line, the final corner. I expect Cooley to be a mid 39 or low 39. Yeah, there you go, low 39 already, a 29.334 provisional pole for Cooley Boy. Flanders is going through turn 2 into turn 3, 4. Wayne is there on mediums. Where's B-Tech? B-Tech's down with a hairpin. So it's going to be Wayne next car. On the mediums though, so he's going to probably be a high 39. High 30, sorry. Mid 30, yeah, mid 30 probably actually, sorry. Mid to high 30. You can get a low 30 though, it means he's close to being up around pole area though. That's how to separate softs to mediums. Decent lap. Yeah, the low 30. P3, 30.224. Here comes the Red Bull of B-Tech on the softs. And he sets a 29.751 P2. If Wayne sets that lap and does it on softs, it'll be a 29.5 area. Low's there, so I think low Fradders and low. Lopez is on a lap as well. I got Lopez to be on pole. It's a 33 for Fradders on the mediums. And low goes with a 30.018p number, or P3. Lopez is the next car set lap time, he's on the lap and he's through turn 3 and 4. Fradders has left the session. That's the fastest Fradders has been all season. Once Lopez has done this lap, I'm going to try and invite those new other two drivers and see if we can get them in if they haven't joined already. We're missing Rob Dizzy and TAF Shark. Oh, Mr. Shark. At the moment, they'll be getting a qualifying ban for no-shows. Lopez final corner. This is a 29 watt. This is a 29.8 P3. Let's see if we can get these drivers in. They're not on that line. Nope. That one. And that one. Right, loads out of fuel. Boothie's on 3 lap old tyres. I mean, I know it's short quality, but these are 40 tyres. Favoured on an out lap going through sector 2. Second DRS straight. Well, third DRS straight in total. Bogey improved with a 30.013 on the 4-lap hold softs. Go to P4. Flavor is about to start a lap, and we're going to run a ball Flavor. And also Irons on that lap as well, going into sector, well, he's in sector 2 now. By turn 8 into 9. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8, 9, into 10 now. So far there's only one car that stayed on mediums that hasn't gone to softs yet, and that is Fadder's back out on track again on mediums. The only other car that has set a lap on mediums is Wayne. He's in P7 with a 130.224. Everyone else is on softs or set laps on softs. And Flavor posts a 130.6 P8. No mercies in the grass. And that's a very expensive lawnmower. Rather than validated. Irons going through the downhole hairpin. So outlaps for Mercy, that's just spun their outlap. Also Wayne, Gemini and Lowe and Lopez all on outlaps. Hot lap for Frades, but he's invalidated his hot lap. And this is Irons with a 29.670 P2. And they made a bit of a mistake on that curve as well, so there's a lot of time in that. Anybody want to have a laugh? Let's go on board with Frades on a lap. Freddo's best lap time so far, the 33 flat. Pretty much as it stands, everyone's going to score points no matter where you finish. As long as you finish, that is, I should say. What is looking like that Mr. Shark and Rob are not going to be here. Neither of it's done. Lopez improves 0.3 up to 29.436 P2. But Lopez was low, Low's not on a lap. Gemini is on a lap though. And so is Wayne. Wayne's 0.8 up in P8. At the moment this is close to being provisional pole. So he should find this final corner just with just traction alone with the part soft to medium. This should be pole. not. He didn't gain anything actually. That's interesting. He didn't gain nothing in that final sector. It was 29.430. He goes into P2, 1/10 off the Cully Boy on pole. Low's not on that, but Gemini is. Gemini's 2/10 up. They'll jump 2 cars, the thing took that. They'll jump above Boothie and Low. They do. P6, 129.793. Mercy is, yeah, Mercy. And that is, I believe, the only car that's actually on a lap is Mercy now in 10th for the 130.802. 802. 2 flavour, good luck, man. It's been Mercy's last chance to set up really a decent lap unless he can do a cooldown lap quickly. And he does improve. He improves 4/10 but stays in 9th. Moves up to 9th with a 130.330. Gemini's in lap, so I think their qualifying is done. And Wayne has gone for another lap on these tyres. I don't think he's going to improve, you know. I don't think he will. But Boothie is also on a lap. No, he's not. They're getting line again. Awesome. Not Gemini, it's Wayne, isn't it? I don't think he's going to improve because I think he's going to run out of ERS. Pretty much the fastest part of the track, he's going to run it out. It's purple for a sec though, so it means he's improving. But is he going to, how much is he going to lose in that final sector? Oh, the house is letting people past. I think that's flavour, yeah. No, it doesn't look good, no flavour, but the thing is that there's only 11 cars, so pretty much if you can just keep it clean and no penalties and everything, you've probably got an easy chance of getting a top 6 or 7 probably. Right, Wayne is 0.166 up, but he's down 5% ERS, so watch that go. Watch him now be down. He'll lose about 2 or 3 tenths easily. Oh, he didn't lose it, wow. That's crazy. 5% ERS as well. 29.306, fastest lap so far, but Cully's on the final corner, about to start a lap. I really expected him to lose all that time, to be fair. Normally when you're under 20% ERS, you don't have as much horsepower, so that's interesting. Right, so Cully's down at turn 1, Boothie's around the final corner, also not on the lap, he's got to start one. Lopez also on the lap, he's got to start a lap. You're not actually on a lap here, nope. I don't think he is either, so Cully's a car going to be then. I'll tell you now, I reckon Wayne would have gone about 2 or 3 tenths faster though if he had more battery. Not so he did that lap with only about 50% battery. Well, Alpine's done, so that's Wayne getting out of the way for people. Lowe's just backed out of his lap, he's just let Boothie past. So I think Lowe's done in qualifying. I think Wayne's out of fuel completely as well, and this is where Cully goes pole. 28.871. There's a pole for Cully Boy. Can Lopez or Boothie stop him? Booty's 3/10 up. It wouldn't be enough for pole. He's about a second behind that. 29.9. P7, whereas Lopez goes to P2 with a 29.169. And then comes the last of the cars coming through now. Loaded and improved, nor does Cleveland or anyone else like that either. So, yep, Cleveland on pole, 28.871. Lopez second, third is Wayne, fourth is B-Tech. Fifth is Iron, sixth is Gemini, seventh is Booty, eighth is Low, ninth is No Mercy, 10 is Flavor, and 11 is Frados. 2 seconds separate the entire field. We do have a short break now, so the drivers will have enough time to get a drink and go to the toilet, whatever. That is the lineup for the start of the race. Cully on pole, second is Lopez, third is Wayne, fourth is B-Tech, fifth is Iron, sixth is Gemini, 7 is Booty, 8 is Low, 9 is No Mercy, 10 is Flavor, and 11 is Fradders. We'll get the standings in a second once we get the screenshot saved. Right, let me just check now and have a look at the standings. Oh. Well, that's the wrong tier for a start. Right. Right then. Drivers' Championship. Cully leads it with 37 points. Second is Flavor with 30 points. Let me get this actually, so we got this. There we go. Oh, come on. Bloody thing. Thank you. Third is Wayne with 25 points. Fourth is... Actually, sorry, Wayne is actually a full-time Alpine. Sorry, I do apologise, he's not actually a reserve. I thought it was a reserve, it's not his full-time. Dave in fourth with 18 points. Gemini in fifth with 18. Booty in sixth with 16. Seventh is B-Tech with 16. Eighth is Snake with 10. Ninth is Irons with 10. 10th is Page and Dr. Phil with 8. 11th is Idiki with 6. Rob in 12th with 6. 13th is Swayster with 4. And then Hayes, Herbie, Mr. Sharp, Frados Veli, Zackle and Low all yet to score a championship point. Constructors' Championship, Alfa Romeo lead it with 55 points. Second is Haas with 38. Aston Martin in third with 31. Fourth is Red Bull with 26. Fifth is Ferrari with 18. Sixth is AlphaTauri with 16. Seventh is McLaren with 10. Eighth is Mercedes with 6. And ninth is Williams with 4. And Alpine yet to score a championship point in 10th. And we should be going at in 3 minutes, so 28 minutes past. Right then. 29 laps to go then. Well, 29 lap race I should say. And it is around about 12 to 13 on the mediums and about 16 to 17 on the hards. Let's see what people are starting on then. Front runners all on mediums and hards at the back. What do you reckon? Actually quite a lot more hard than what I expected actually. I mean less hard than what I expected, sorry. So Wayne and Flavour, the only cars on hards, everyone else is on mediums. Wayne's going to have to hope he can get those tyres up the temp at the start of this race because they take about 3 laps to really get under race conditions. So he's going to be a sitting duck for B-Tech and Irons and Gemini and Boothie, especially at the start. As I found out that last night. How you doing, Aaron? You alright? Yeah, Cully, Lopez, both on mediums, hards for Wayne, then B-Tech, Irons, Gemini, Boothie, Low, No Mercy, all on mediums, and then Flavour on hards, and Fradders on the mediums. Nice. I think you got that on PC, yeah, Aaron? And you have no hope for the X1, rather, yeah. Well, Zach last night posted a 27.8 in dev. So that's pole time, looking like. And I'm about 2 seconds off that, so. Yeah, my best is 29, well, 29.5 is the best I've done. Yeah, well, yeah, because low wings don't work around here, that's why. 5 lights, round number 3 at Bahrain for X2 is underway, and it's average start for most of the field, to be fair. The people at the back are in a better start than any of them. And Wayne is dropping like a rock. I said he would do because of those hard tyres. And Mark at the back has just took out a billboard. And Wayne has plummeted all the way down to 8th position. That is all because of those hards. And he's an absolute sitting duck. That's exactly what I said about happened to me last night. Hards are just not the right compound to start on, and both the hard runners are right at the back already. So good start for Cully, good start for Lopez, and B-Tech, Irons, Boothie, Low, they all had good starts. Gemini's had a poor start though. Brothers had a decent start, Flavours stayed the same, No Mercies also stayed the same, but Wayne's the one that's dropped all the way down to the back. It'll take him about 3 or 4 laps to get those going. Just shows you right there that there's not the right compound, and her Gemini's gone. They're still alive, don't know if they've got any damage. They definitely just lost it on that curb, I think. I think they got damage. Oh, no, they haven't got no damage. I think they might have just caught that outside curb and around they went on that. So easy to do. What I recommend wings-wise around there is looking like, on average, around 15.18 or 15.20. I've also seen people run 18.22 as well. Billy Boy fast lap of the race because he's the first cut across the line. There's a car behind, Flavour of Mercy and Gemini fighting. Gemini holds on to 9th for the moment. They've got the inside line and the same compound tyre. Gemini going to hold on to it though. There's been a crash up front. Irons and B-Tech, I believe. No. You never know, it's got, what, 2 hours to go, hello, or an hour and a half actually. No, it is 2 hours, yeah, 2 hours to go, so 2 hours to do it. Alright, then know them. You're going to try that around there. Right then, Lopez, Cully both stay in the same position, so does Mercy. Up 4 for Boothie low, and also Frades up 4 places. Flavors up 2 places, Wayne's down 7, Gemini's down 5 after that slide from Gemini. And Wayne was literally just done off the start. By the time he got to turn 3 and 4, his tyres were just not hot enough, and obviously those hards. Split Duck outside for low, Irons, and Irons takes P5. Oh, what's just happened there? Why did Jeff just glitch out backwards? Hello? Why did Jeff just glitch all the way down to the back of the field? He was in 5th position, he's now in 11th. I'm not too sure what it's like on his screen, but yeah, for us it's there. Not far, I think it's dropped it. Oh, low, oh no, it's No Mercy. No Mercy holding up Flavour and Wayne in 7 and 8. Hard runners' tyres are starting to warm up perfectly for him now. Closest fight on track is this fight here, and this is between pretty much 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. Also, Cully's is slowly pulling away from Lopez, but only slowly, slightly. It was about 4 turns a couple of laps ago, it's now up to 6. Actually 8 now. Low back now 6, 5. And Flavor's got no battery to attack him, and obviously Mercy's got more battery than what Flavor's got, so this is going to be down to who's got more battery down that straight to defend, and it's going to be Mercy's going to have it more. We see that gap really slowly closing at P1, we'll have a look, but I don't think it's going to be close enough to make a move yet. We're getting closer though. VTEC fast lap, 32.982. Yeah, still not close enough to make a move. Lopez is slowly gaining, but not close enough. VTEC's got past Frades up to P10. After he glitched to the back of the field, which was interesting. I've never seen a glitch like that before. Well, we have, but I've not seen one in this game. And there's Lopez, and we're on board with Gully Boy, and then we're going into the hairpin, and then into the third DRS straight. Gully's got 43% ERS, and Lopez has got 38. Not really yet worth it using the ERS down that little straight, because you can't make the overtake there. Such a little straight, and literally need to be level with them on the exit of the downhill hairpin to make that move. Any further back, you just won't be able to make it. It needs to be within like 3 tenths here to get him. don't think he's close enough. He's not close enough, no. And this fight will continue. Lopez sat behind Cully Boy. Cully Boy holds it. Both on mediums, so they're both on the same strategy. Will one of them try undercutting each other? I'll be interested to see if someone does that. Lopez trying to go on the inside. Problem is, all the grip is on the outside, and that shows why Cully holds onto it. The Flavour is still stuck behind No Mercy. That's the problem. He's on those hards. He needs those mediums to drop off, and they will start to in the next 2 or 3 laps. What Cully's got to do is hold the inside here, and he'll hold on to it. Friday's 3-second time penalty. Cully's got this corner because he's going to have to brake because he ain't making it otherwise. Yeah. Lopez had a much better exit. Problem is, you overtake on this part of the track, you ain't going to hold on. You're going to get done straight back because the DRS line's out. Well, they'll never like overtake on this part of the straight because Cully will come straight back at him on the next straight. Wayne's gone the back of Gemini. Gemini has got powers of Wayne. Cully wasn't close enough. All Cully's got to do is just look after the DRS, stay behind him for a couple of laps. Oh, Wayne and Flavour fighting for 7th and 8th. Flavour's on the inside, Wayne's down in outside, and Flavour does hold on to 7th. Wayne's past Gemini, but then here comes Speedtex on the back of... Oh, and I think Gemini's gone to the back of Wayne. And she's got damage, yep. So that's damage for Gemini in the Ferrari P10. Major wing damage. Hards do get to the end nearly now. If you're good at looking after your tyres, Hards will get to the end. Just make sure you say yes to fixing your broken wing, because unless it's pretty much red or orange, it doesn't always fix it. The Halt Speed Tech jumper position. And the only good thing I can say with that collision there with Wayne and Gemini, it didn't actually affect Wayne too much, but it paid that the person that hit when the back of them was the one that got damaged. So the person that's caused the collision is the one that got punished with the wing damage. So Lopez and Cully stay at 7, 6, 7 cents. It's actually growing. And this fight here for 8 and 9 is still close. Get off that curb because that's going to slingshot you. So Gemini is in the pit lane and they have gone to soft tyres. These all fighting has helped No Mercy pull away a bit more of a gap on Flavour. Flavour's now 1.8 behind. No Mercy is about 7 seconds off the back of Ironzo. This is where B-Tech was in 5th position before he had the lag, so... Definitely looks like he's synced into the session, because he's braking where he should be, especially behind another car as well. He's not literally just driving straight through him, so... Definitely looks like he's in the session. He must have had a... game must have froze or something. It used to do that, where the game used to freeze on old Xboxes. It used to freeze for a split second, and it used to slingshot you back to where you were when it first froze. Of course, you're going at 190 miles per hour and it freezes for a split second, you're going to be about 100 yards backwards. Right, B-Tech, gonna go for an inside move or not? Wayne's defended it. And just a heads up for any of the X1 drivers that are in this session right now, it's looking like we do not have an X1 stream by the sound of things. As it stands, we might only have one admin in that lobby, or maybe two, because one's not able to do it here, so it's looking like we haven't got a streamer for X1. Unfortunately. And Cuddy Boy and Lopez are still fighting as well. That's a really close battle. We're going to go on board with that when they get down to the home straight. I want to see this straight a second. So if anyone tries anything, I don't think anyone's close enough, doesn't look like it, so we're going to go over there now quickly and say hello to these two. Cuddy, there's a corner there, mate. You've got to go around the curb, not over it. It's not like F1 2019 or 18 where the curves are the fastest route. Right, Cuddy's got 14%, Lopez has got 4%. All I want to know is if one of these are going to undercut, because if they box like lap 12 and the other car boxes lap 13, this is going to be a bit of a gap between them, so it's all going to be down to what they do, because those hards are going to be dreadful to start with for both people. So if you're the undercut car, you're going to get the advantage, because your tyres will be up to temp faster than theirs will be. And they will. The problem is, well far back are the cars behind. Let's have a look. They would come out around where Fradders is. They come out before or after Fradders. I think they come out just after him. They could do with being in front of him. No offense to Fradders, who don't want to be in front of another car or behind another car coming out. So if they can get another couple of seconds, they'll be out, and then they'll be out in the clean air behind B-Tech, but about 4 or 5 seconds behind B-Tech, so they wouldn't actually be held up, because B-Tech would be boxing fairly quickly after that, but Wayne wouldn't be. Interesting. Yeah, the thing is though, with that shredder, you're sacrificing the speed down the straight, but you're getting it all back in the second sector, the technical part, where like you're going to look on the map now, you've got the second sector line, that's just after turn 4, yeah? You're going to gain it all back from there, all the way up till the final corner, because you'll have a better exit, because you've got a higher rear wing. You'll be able to put the power down faster and all that sort of stuff. So when people run lower wings, yes, they're faster in the straight, that's all they're playing for, is the straight. And that's it, pretty much that's what you're building your setups for. And we've seen it on the EFR and in Dev and Realistic yesterday. People that run super low wings were not there at the end of the race, because they just didn't have the. Once the tyres got worn, they're off the track, especially on a fast right-hander. Let's say try and go to low as you possibly can, where the car feels okay on heavy fuel. Make sure you got a full tank of gas in the car though. You want to always practice with a full tank, race fuel. So 55 kg is normally the race fuel you want. Always practice in that, because that's what you'll be in. And that'll be the hardest that car will feel like. So if you can drive the car with 55 kg in on hard tyres in a practice session, then that means you go into mediums or hards later on in the race, literally no fuel in the car, it's going to feel amazing. That's how I practice. I don't practice qualifying times. The only time I practice for qualifying is on the Sunday. Rest of the week I practice on full tank. In the pits, no, Pez doesn't go in the pits. I was waiting for someone undercut here, but Wayne's on the back of Flavour. That could be an overtake here. Let's have a look. Going to the DRS rate. Those in. I also found that like 55-50 diff some people like, but I like the 60-50 diff. And that is Wayne past Flavour up to P6. Flavour's holding on to it though. Ooh, Flavor's back down that, and now let's also open the door to B-Tech. B-Tech on the inside on my medium compound tyre and up to P7. Flavor's going to go on the outside though. Oh, wrong way. I'll look over there. And Flavor's going to go past Wayne. Wayne's going to back out of that, and B-Tech's going to have to back out of that. And Flavor does back into P6. Good move for Flavor. Yeah, there's also two ways of having the setup around here. You can have high front suspension or low suspension, completely low. I mean, mine's like 3.2s across the board. I think my highest part of my suspension is my ride height. And I also played around with the tyres because the tyre pressures, I wasn't getting temp in the tyres because I was doing the practice sessions in the week just normally. And of course it's daytime, so of course the temperature's a lot hotter. So when I got to the races yesterday, the temperature was like 7 or 8 degrees lower than what they were in the actual session. Cully Boy in the pit lane, P4, well P1, 2 in the race is now in the pits. He's going to try and undercut Lopez. I'll be interested to see if Lopez boxes next lap, and Lopez will need to box next lap. But because I did that and I didn't do the practice on like the proper when the race was going to be at night, I had super cold tyres in the race. So I've had to play around my tyre temps because they were only hitting 88, 89 in the race yesterday. And that isn't optimal. Optimal is 95. And that is irons past Boothie up to P2. Boothie must have made a little mistake there or something because he's down to P3 now, but he was P4. Mercy up to 4, Flavor up to 5, Lowe's in the pits, as well as Cully Boy's box, so has Frades. Frades also got a penalty just now as well. No, but what I will say though, Shredder, is make sure you practice a session at night, like this is like dusk time, because that's the temp the race will be in later on. I made that mistake earlier, so remember, anytime you do Abu Dhabi, Bahrain or Singapore, always do the practice at night, because that's the same as the race would be, and the same temperature. Because it messed me up yesterday, especially in realistic. I was an absolute sitting duck at the start of the race because my tyres were in 90 degrees. Right, Lopez in the pits, Irons in the pits. Where's he going to come out to Cully Boy then? Cully Boy will have warmer tyres than what Lopez will. Lopez will take a lap longer than what Cully will be because Cully's already done a lap on him. So will Cully jump him or not? We're about to find out if the undercut or overcut works. So Lopez comes out in front, but is he going to hold on to it because he's going to have colder tyres? Cully needs to attack him this lap. Well, Shredder, I'll be doing a practice straight after this is finished, so you're more than welcome to join. You're also more than welcome to join the party as well if you want to. Well, and let's see if Cully can get on the back of Lopez, because at the moment it does not look like the undercut worked for Cully. I mean, the undercut does work, so then I wonder if Cully just had a poor outlap of the on the hards. So far, Boothie in the car gets the pops, and there's a and that is no mercy. Where have you spun? Oh, you hit that curve on the outside, didn't you? Through the S's. Nice. You're lucky you've got a front wing left, and you're lucky also you've got a car left. Right, Cully, all on the back of Lopez, and this is the pressure, and this could be the race right here and right now. Boothie, 5-second time penalty, and Matt, speeding in pit lane, will not be removed. Your teammate went in the back of Wayne early in the race, that's why. So shut the box early. So Boothie comes out in P... it's going to come out behind Irons, I think. Yeah, behind Irons. Yeah, behind Irons. It's going to be super under pressure from Lowe though, because Lowe's... Oh, where are you going, Boothie? Track's over here, mate. AlphaTauri, Frades is making his own circuit over here. The fast right-hander, he's caught the inside curve and went wee. Yeah, I'm surprised Gemini didn't go the hards when she boxed, because the hards probably would have gone to the end. Because I took the hards in XNA 23 laps, and there's 22 laps that they had left, so... Get off the curb, that is not fast. Blow on the back of booby. No shows of patience there around that corner there. He could have gone for a move on that inside there, but it's one of the most dangerous part of the track, trying to go side by side, so he backs out and waits for the next straight. He's got more ERS, I believe. Oh no, they've both got a lot of ERS. This is interesting. Boozy will be alright once he gets a shine off those tyres. Yeah, they're still a bit cold. You can tell that by how much shiny they are on the outside of the tyres, that they're still a bit cold. Here comes Low, slowly gaining, but not going fast enough. Wayne and Flavor yet to box, but when they do box, they will come out around about P6 and 7. And Gemini will be boxing very shortly, I would have thought. Be going back to mediums, if they got another set of mediums, that is. They should have, unless they put the softer compound tyres. I mean, Low's dropped off now, but he's just got to stay within 5 seconds of Booby, because that Booby's 5 seconds. I mean, speeding in the pit lane, you won't be able to get that removed unless, obviously, it's green when you cross the line. And it's just a glitch. B-Tech with a 32.960 fast lap of the race. Hey, Cully, you get 10 points if you just tag him. Joke, by the way. Don't tag him. Didn't say nothing. Was that a commentator's curse or a prediction? Dave, you didn't hear me say that. Jesus Christ. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. For once, Cully actually did what I said to tell them to do, and I've been like, normally don't do that. Doesn't normally listen to me. Flavour in a pit lane. 17 lap old hards. He's going to come out in front of B-Tech, but he's going to be under a little bit of pressure, but those mediums are going to be quite a bit faster than those hards, so he should... Oh, this will be interesting, it's going to be close. Flavor's got it, but can he hold on to it? B-Tech does get past, but he's going to be under so much pressure in a minute with those tyres on Flavor's car, mediums. So that means Wayne needs... probably going to need to stay out another lap or so if he can. He needs to try and get that gap on B-Tech, otherwise he's going to get stuck behind him as well. Right then. This race win is now gone between Lopez and Cully, and now Irons is in this fight. So does Wayne box this lap or not? No, he doesn't. I would definitely box next lap though, otherwise he's going to give up too much time to the cars around him. Unless he's thinking of going to softs. 32.836. I mean, 10 lap hold for Gemini, that's way too far on those softs. Their pace of them softs have been gone about 3 or 4 laps ago. I tell people all the time, yeah, the softs can go to 65%, but the pace of the softs go after like 35-40%. Gemini is in the pits, and there'll be another set of softs probably. I think got another brand new set of softs. If not, it'll be mediums. Mediums are the race tyre around here. They've got on the hards. Interesting. But Lowe's still 6 tenths back off of Boothie, and Iron is slowly losing a little bit of time to Cully Boy. He's down to just under 7 tenths now. He was down to 5 just now, but Cully is stuck behind Lopez, and this is why that train's staying alive for. Wayne is staying out again. He's definitely got a box, so he has to box at some point. So you have to use 2 different types of tyre. I mean, maybe he's hoping for a safety car, you don't know. Cully, 32.715. And Wayne could be trying to go as far as he can and then go to soft, so he could go to soft now. I mean, Joe and I went 10 laps on, so it is possible to do the soft now as long as they're brand new. It's just not the fastest. He's probably given away about 10 or 15 seconds by doing this. You can tell that how far back is B-Tech. He would come out in front of B-Tech now. With lapping faster than what B-Tech is. But he is losing time for basically everyone else in the top 6. Well, yeah, the rest of the 5 cars in the top 6. Flavour is now all in the back of B-Tech as well, and that is for 7th and 8th. Low still behind Boothie, that's for 5 and 6, and then you've got this fight for technically P1, because Wayne will have to box eventually. If he doesn't box, he'll get disqualified, but not using 2 different compounds. He's going to go for the softer route, and there is a McLaren on the outside. That's Irons on Cully Boy. He's going to have a little more traction on the inside. Whoa, a little bit of contact, and there goes Cully. It's unfortunate that it didn't look like a massive anyone really at fault for that, from what I've seen, from my view. We'll look back and see, but it's unfortunate for Cully because he was having a good race until then as well. Let's have a look back and see. Yeah, I can't blame him for that. Unfortunately, that looked like a racing incident in my opinion. I mean, if stewards may think differently, that's just my thing from what I've seen as well. Look back at it. Wayne is in the pit lane then. He's going to guarantee he's going to go softs. There's no way he's not going to softs. He went this far and then goes to mediums. It's a crazy thing. Yeah, there you go. Let's go to softs. So 21 laps on the hards, which was, I did say they can go that distance, and he has done it. And he's going to go to softs. Where's he going to come out to? I also want to keep an eye on this. Boothie on the back of Cooley. Boothie has that 5 second though. That's going to help Cooley, and Lowe's up behind Cooley, so behind Boothie. So Cooley does drop one position to Iron. Nothing else. He was faster than Lopez, just couldn't get past him when he needed to. Right, Wayne comes out, and he comes out 8 seconds behind Lowe. Can he pull back 7.8 seconds area? I don't know, I don't think he can. It's all down if Lowe can get past Boothie. If Boothie, no, how slow they're going to be. You've got to catch up and then get past them, and they've got to get past a bunch of cars that are fighting. So that's going to be the interesting part for him. Irons now behind Lopez, half a second separated, and that's the closest fight on track. Then you've got Cooley in third, with Boothie just behind with a 5 second, 8 tenths behind him. Lowe and 9 tenths behind him in fifth. Wayne would just, so technically Wayne only needs to find about 3 seconds, and he'll jump above Boothie, and Lowe will jump on Boothie as well. So Boothie at the moment is looking like he's going to be placing in about 6th position unless anything happens in front of him. And Lowe has now dropped off the back of this a little bit. He needs to stay within DRS, otherwise you get out of DRS and that train is just going to be gone. Still 6 laps to go. I mean, at the moment, the best result for the team-wise is going to be Lopez in the Alpine, because he's the only car, well, actually Williams, not Alpine. I think the only 2 teams that actually got both drivers in this lobby is Merc and Tari, I believe. Mercs are in 5th and 9th, so they're not going to outscore either the top 3, or 4 actually. And Taris are 4th and 11th, so Wayne, the fast lap of the race, a 131.224. I can't say anybody actually beating that now. Fradders has probably got a free pit stop to do it. AlphaTauri spun, and as I say, Fradders have spins. Let's just have a quick hand at something. That's the penalties, 9 seconds for Fradders, 5 seconds for Boothie, so both Taris are the only ones with time penalties as well. Technically, no, Mercy could box and probably go to softs and then come back past Gemini, but that's a risk to try and pass somebody. World off the curb, we are the champions of the world. And Lopez and Cooley still fighting for P1 and 2. That is the delta from the leader. And Wayne's down to 5.2 behind Lowe, so he should be able to catch Lowe, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to get past Boothie on track. I think it's going to have to be penalties for Boothie, it's going to cost him. It looks like Cooley's is clear now of Boothie as well for third. No, the Ferrari strat would literally be wait till like lap 28 and then be in the podium and then box. Ooh, has Wayne just dropped it? Wayne has just dropped it, and there goes any chance of him finishing in the top 5. He's now just been passed by B-Tech. B-Tech is up to P6, Wayne's down to P7, but 1 second back, so he still can come back at B-Tech, but that is probably a top 5 gone for him. 4 laps to go in about, well, once we get around this next 2 corners, there will be 4 laps to go, including the lap they're on. And he's gone again, and that as goes. Flavour up to P7, Wayne down to 8. Prado's 3-second time penalty. And Lowe still behind Boothie though. At the moment he's guaranteed 4th if he can finish his race. And Wayne has gone again. Once you start spinning, those tyres are done. Oh, it's gone. Gotta let him cool down. Gemini up to 9th. It's a shame for Wayne, but he's got to let those tyres cool down, otherwise they're absolutely roasting now. He's pretty much just handed Boothie guaranteed to be 5th minimum. And then Jeff moves up to 6th. Steve will get 6 now. 7th is Flavour. 8th is No Mercy. 9th is Gemini. 10th is Wayne. I can't see Wayne getting back 7.5, and now he's just crashed out. And that is not going to be a late safety car. Because all it is a late safety car. And Irons just illegally overtaken Lopez under safety car. From the screen that we had, the safety car was fully deployed. Safety car will be in this lap as well. From what it looked like Irons overtook thingy before the line. So Jeff speeding in the pit lane. That might be a mistake there from Jeff, because the safety car is going to be in this lap. It's not going to wait. And Irons did overtake before the line, when the safety car came out. Oh, it's right as he passed him, as it got announced. Yeah, it was before he overtook him as the safety car came out. Irons, you're going to probably get done for an illegal overtake there, mate. No, actually, as Irons overtook, the safety car came out, so Irons actually had the lead of the race as the safety car was deployed. That is nuts. That is literally right as it turns yellow for safety car deployed, Irons takes the lead of the race. Wow. That's nuts. I will get you so you can see it, but yeah, it's so close. Yeah, there's a safety car being deployed and a safety car coming in. So will Jeff get up in time? Where is he? Yeah, see, he might get there Booty will, Low will, and this has put Cully Boy under pressure, Lopez under pressure, now Irons under pressure as well. Everyone behind them is on soft compound tyres with 2 laps to go. Look how close that is. There we go then. This is where stuff happens. We always know a late safety car causes drama. And they're Low past Booty, past Cully Boy, and there's a tag from Booty on Low. Low holds on to his car though. Booty stays there as well with that. Oh, they've just been screwed over by this late safety car. Booty trying to go on the outside, Low's on the inside, there's going to be contact, yep, and there's a big crash, and that is a DNF for Booty, and a damage to Cully. I don't know if Cully's got damage. Cully has a broken left end plate, and Booty's out of the race. Yikes, always happens, late safety cars always cause injuries, and that is another one. Always the way. That's why I don't go side by side through them sort of track parts of the track for, because that's what normally happens. Low up to P2. Lopez has nothing to fight back with because he's on those hard compound tyres. I feel sorry for Booty because they did alright. It's just the one, and most of the race is just that 5 second would have cost him anyway, but still managed to get rid of the 5 second, and then obviously that happened at the end with him and Low. On the final lap, can Low get him or can Irons hold on? Irons has got no ERS, Low's got no ERS. Neither one's got ERS. Pretty much nothing happened in this race until pretty much the last like 10 laps. And there was one collision before that when Gemini went in the back of Wayne, and then there was a crash by Wayne by himself. And then Booty with his incident with Low, and that is Irons wins round number 3 at Bahrain. Second is Low, third is Lopez, fourth is Cully. He manages to get BTEC. Did BTEC run out of fuel? I don't know. BTEC got done by Cully on the last corner. Flavor finishes 6th, good result for them as well. Gemini finished 7th after pretty much being 10th for most of the race, finishes as 7th. 8th is No Mercy, 9th is Fados. Booty DNF'd in 10th, but he will be classified as finished, so he will get points for that. I don't think Wayne will though, I think Wayne will be classed as DNF'd. We get the classified results, we're just waiting for Fados to cross the line, which he's just about to do, and there we go. Right then, let's get the classified results. And does Booty classified finished? Yes he does, so he's guaranteed to get championship points. So Irons wins it from 5th position, second was Low from 8th position, From third is Lopez. Cully from pole position finishes fourth. That late safety car cost him pretty much a podium place because when I went the softs, obviously irons. There's only Low that really got past them. B-Tech in 5, 6 is Flavor, 7 is her, well, Gemini, and 8th is No Mercy, 10 is Frades, and 11 and 10 would be Boothie. It's got Wayne as the fast lap of the race. He will not get that because he's DNF, so the fast lap would probably be a 31.4 from B-Tech, I believe has the fast lap, it looks like it. Yeah, 31.494, yeah. So B-Tech has the fast lap in the race. Thank you everybody for watching X2 from Bahrain. Next week will be France, Sunday at 5 PM UK time. Will be X2 at France. Paul Ricard. Looking like there's no X1 stream for X1 at 8 o'clock tonight, so unfortunately there will not be a stream for that. At the moment there isn't anyway, I don't know if we're going to get one. So if we don't, we'll catch you next week, and if we do, we'll catch you in an hour's time. Everybody have a great evening and the rest of Easter Sunday, and we'll catch you all next time.